Once more, I say good evening to you all. I have a message for you. My message is anchored on 61 years of independence, connecting Australian diaspora for development. As Shakespeare will say, fellow Sierra Leoneans, lend me your ears. I have not come to bury Caesar, but I have a message for you. And my message is very simple and clear. And this is going to be the heart of the matter. We are going to keep you here until the bar is empty. So don't worry, we're going to party tonight. I want you to know, for those who do not know much about Sierra Leone, that Sierra Leone is a small country on the western coast of Africa. We have a landmass of 71,740 kilometers square with a population of about 8 million people, according to the 2015 census. Can I get your ears, please, at the back? This is the reason why we are here today. I must say here that we are lucky in West Africa. We had the first girls' school in Africa. That was the Annie Walsh Memorial, which was opened in 1849. We were the first to taste Western education. On the 25th of March in 1845, we had the grammar school. And then, subsequently, on the 18th of February, 1827, we have the Furabe College. And that is the reason why we are called the Anthem of Africa, because we were the church bearers when it comes to education. Wherever you see a Ghanaian, you see a Liberian, a Cameroonian, they are our students. They came to us for education. We educated them. And this is further emphasized in our national anthem. If you look at the third stanza, the Liberians want to contest, but I think we have historians here. If you look at the third stanza of our national anthem, it says, knowledge and truth our forefathers spread. Mighty the nations whom they led. Mighty they made we, so too may we. So we were the leaders for the great nations like Ghana. You think of the Kenyans, we get education before them. But shamefully enough today, we have taken the back seat. And this is the reason why we have to talk heart to heart. 61 years of independence. If you mark my words properly, I never say here that we are celebrating our independence. What I say is we mark our independence. Because I always ask the question, what is the meaning of independence for Sierra Leoneans? After 61 years of independence, we still don't have good roads. We don't have food. We don't have water. Our education system, there's nothing to write home about. Of course, the Ebola exposed our health system. Our justice system is now on the drains. So these are the questions we need to ask. Over the years in Sierra Leone, the politicians never wanted us to discuss these issues. What they do is, we give money to the youth to have paddle. But tell me, is paddle our culture? Which part of our culture is paddle? Is it a Limba culture? Is this a Mende culture? Is this a Temne culture? It is never our culture. We celebrate independence by drinking and eating. But what have we benefited for the past 61 years? So this time around, we are going to ask questions. Under the leadership of the man I call my political grandfather, President Shekapi Stevens, we had a one-party system of government. And during that time, he ruled for more than 25 years. And bad governance crept in. We had a decade-long civil war that destroyed all the infrastructure, all the gains we benefited as a nation. And Sierra Leone was brought to its knees. More than 20,000 people were killed during that war, and historians call that war a senseless war. More than 2 million were displaced. But we had the TRC, which is a form of transitional government. We asked for forgiveness, and then we move on as a nation. But even as I speak, all the things that were responsible for the war are still manifesting in our country. And this is a worrisome situation for the country Sierra Leone. During my tenure in the Office of Diaspora Affairs, in the Office of President, I had the opportunity to work with various institutions. The Financial Market Department of the Central Bank of Sierra Leone, working on diaspora remittances. That was when I came to realize that the monies you guys sent home surpasses foreign direct aid. And I want to say here that as diaspora people, we have a role to play in order to develop our country. And the Voice of Sierra Leone Union is going to do exactly that. I want to bring to your notice that there are so many things that the government has done for the people of the diaspora. If you go back to the instruments that we laid down in Parliament that makes provision for the diaspora people to develop the country, we have the Companies Act of 2009. We have the SME Act of 2012. We have developed the commercial courts, the one-stop shop for business registration. We have the business policy of 2011, the ease of doing business report, which is favorable, the Banking Act of 2011, the Financial Act of 2011. These are all been laid down in Parliament for the advantage of the diaspora people. That is why you see in the song we say, "Una come, una come, una come." Sierra Leone now the only country where we come and invest. Where do we get the jobs? If you look at where we got the jobs in this country, it is the factory system that we have. A lot of people here work in the factory or for business people. Government does not have the jobs. Until we invest, then we cannot create the necessary jobs. So this is where we are calling on the diaspora to come in and join the SME development. There is an SME landscape that has been developed for you guys. So let us come and develop that one. And I must say, lastly, I must say that the establishment of the Voice of Sierra Leone Union, the Voice of Sierra Leone Union will be promoting Sierra Leone as a tourist destination. So what we have to do here is to bring out the unique selling point of Sierra Leone as a tourist destination. We will be developing social enterprise in Perth. And we will host business dinners. We are going to host business dinners with businesses to bring out the business opportunities for our country. We will engage in fundraising activities for charities benefiting vulnerable people back home. We'll be promoting community participation in Australia programs and events. We'll be taking Sierra Leone kids off the streets where possible. We'll be hosting symposia, bring out the intellectual consensus on challenges facing Sierra Leone as a way out of the quagmire. We will organize trade missions, and then we will connect with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs back home to develop joint programs. And then we'll connect public lectures in a bid to aggressively market the motherland. So this is the message that I have for you. I thank you so much.